I need to stay off Twitter because Twitter be getting it like, yo, Twitter is like crack. I will get on Twitter for like 5 minutes and find myself scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Hey bitches, K-Sign is back. No crack was popping, no flat was good. Where you at? A bitch is back. What's going on? I'm here. I got a lot of stuff that's been going on in my mind and stuff like that. I just want to tell y'all like what I've been thinking about and stuff that's been on my mind. Like before I get to the stuff that I want to talk about, somebody had asked me on TikTok for advice for people that are in school, like as far as being in undergrad. And the quickest piece of advice that I could give a bitch like you, or a bitch that's in undergrad, or a bitch that's, you know, just a sophomore or a junior, shit, a freshman, whatever. Like I said in the last video, if you choose an artsy major, like a liberal arts major or a performing major, something of that nature, I think it's really important that you focus on the experiences, building a portfolio of work, especially in today's workforce, and people who are like coming up, getting a motherfucking portfolio. Like, bitch, if you don't got no portfolio, you have nothing to show for yourself. Like, everything nowadays is about work samples and portfolio. So like, make sure you're like actively doing things that align with your art. Document it and document growth, because that's important. A lot of people who are and also internships. My professor told me in my junior year, he believes that every college student should try to get at least 2 internships, and I completely agree. Like, I understand why he said that. Like, just get internships. Like, you need to focus on getting internships. That's really pretty much all I have. And you know, do your homework, because I would hate for you to repeat a whole motherfucking class. Like, okay, now we can get into the stuff that's been on my mind. Y'all seen that motherfucking bridge fall down? Like, what the fuck was that about? Like, what the fuck was what was that? Like, I don't understand. A ship came. I mean, I guess it makes sense. A ship hit the motherfucking bridge and the shit just came tumbling down. Like, that was just that. I don't know. Like, that's crazy to me. And like, I live in the DMV area, and so like, that hit a little bit too close to my for now home. That hit a little bit too y'all heard what the fuck I said. I need to stay off Twitter because Twitter be getting it like, yo, Twitter is like crack. I will get on Twitter for like 5 minutes and find myself scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and a whole hour and a half done went by. Like, it's crazy. Like, I need to stop. Something I saw on Twitter was a lot of people, you know, they get into their conspiracy bags and they be like, oh, y'all knew the people, what you call it, like former Navy, I don't know, former naval captains and motherfuckers who are important and work in those type of marine industries, was saying that this was done on purpose. I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy type of person. I don't like to get into conspiracies. I'm not that. I mean, I be knowing about them, but I don't like to believe in conspiracies. I feel like conspiracy theories be stressing me out. Like, who got time to believe? Like, I don't know. Some conspiracies are plausible though. Like, you know, back in the day, that Illuminati shit was going on. I was deep in that. Like, I was scared. I was actually scared for a couple of days. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about was Quiet on the Set. Oh my God. I was watching that with my boyfriend like 2 weeks ago. I was just like, I got HBO because I was just like, fuck it. Like, you wanted to see it, I want to see it. I gotta cancel my subscription. Shit. Nah, HBO's kind of cool though. I like HBO. Or Max, whatever the fuck they call it. It's just crazy how back then, like growing up watching all those shows, I always had a weird feeling about Dan Schneider shows. A lot of the jokes that were in iCarly and Victorious, it kind of got weird at times. I do remember Dan Schneider having some like obsession with feet and weird splats of goo and toes and cum shots and potato twisting. Looking back on that shit, it's kind of weird. And it makes sense as to I have this one cousin who back in the day when iCarly was on Nick, I was like, why don't you let my little cousin watch iCarly? And she was like, because iCarly is not a show for kids. And I used to be like, what? Like, okay, whatever. But as I'm older and I like rewatched a few of those clips and I watched that documentary, it really just highlighted that like that shit was not really for kids. Like I mean, it was for kids. It was a kids show. Like, if I had kids, I would let them watch it. But knowing what I know now, it just wouldn't be the same. Like, just watching all those Dan Schneider shows, and I never really knew about Dan Schneider, but and I feel so bad for Drake Bell. Like, oh my God, bro, I I had no idea. I used to watch Drake and Josh like almost every day after school. But I feel like it was the entertainment industry is giving Diddy shit going on. I don't really care too much about him. But like I heard that he's been doing some crazy shit. Girl, whatever. All right. Anyways, Cowboy Carter, bro, got me in the chokehold. Yes, it do. Cowboy Carter got me in a chokehold. It really do. That's what happens when you piss off a Virgo, when you tell them they can't do nothing. They can't do something that they was born to do. Like, no. That right there, that was her getting her lick back. My bitch was getting her lick back, and I love every piece of sound on it. She did her big ones with that one. Like, giving her 10 10s across the board. Like, I fuck with it. That opening, like American Requiem. I can't, bitch. I can't. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about that was on my mind is just life feels very weird right now. Like, I don't know. Like, life just feels very weird. Like, it don't feel like that bad, but it don't feel that good. But like, my life just feels very weird right now. Like, I don't know. I'm not the happiest, but I'm not depressed. I've been depressed, and I'm not really depressed. I don't know. I guess I say stuck or in a rut. Like, I just don't feel my best. But I feel like, at the same time, I'm grateful. It could be worse. Like, I'm grateful. Like, I have a roof over my head. I have nice things. Like, I'm eating every day, eating. And when I say eating, bitch, I mean eating. But I be thanking God and stuff, and I be praying to him, and he be hearing me. And I feel like, what's for me is gonna come in due time. That's really all I want to talk about, y'all. Not too much. I will see y'all hoes later. Bye ho.